Oh my gosh. This Battle Cat is really huge and heavy at the same time. Let's talk about it next here in the Poindexter Lounge.
You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
Well, you're certainly not a cringer anymore. All right, big cat. Let's go.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is great to have you with me in the lounge today. Now look, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew, meaning all of our nerd family, can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, yes, even the heavy ones, and so much more. And if those are things that get you excited, if those are things that get you having to lift weights just to get your toy up and above your head, then hey, please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. I don't even know what that last part meant, but hey, hit that subscribe button anyways, and that like button, and let YouTube know that you're glad we're here, all right? Because I really love doing these toy reviews, and I would really like to know that you guys appreciate those, okay? So hit the subscribe button, join our ever-growing group of nerds, and we really appreciate that. Now today, we are continuing our series of reviews on the Mattel figures for Masters of the Universe Revelation on Netflix. Now again, I always like to preface this because I know that the show is a little bit controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people are kind of in the middle, but not a lot of people are in the middle. It's just kind of love or hate. But I think we can put all that aside and talk about the toys, all right? And what we think about the toys, and that's what this is all about. So today we're talking about Battle Cat. He's a pretty big figure. It's really huge, actually. And not only are we going to talk about Battle Cat, but we're also going to do some comparisons between the old Battle Cat, the original Battle Cat, a couple of Battle Cats, you know, in between, and this guy right here. So stay tuned. We're going to have some fun. Let's do it. All right, here we are. It's Battle Cat time. Look at here. Look at this box, man. This box is so huge. Just to give you some kind of idea, I wear a size 15 ring, okay? So I got a pretty big hand. I'll just say that. This box is absolutely huge, and I can't wait to get this thing out and get this thing displayed because it is awesome. All right, so what we're gonna do is first we're gonna take a look at this figure and everything, and then I'm going to show you, do a comparison with a couple of other Battle Cats. All right, so let's take a look at this box first of all. Even Cringer himself, Battle Cat, comes with 30 points of articulation. That is cool, that like even this deluxe cat figure has 30 points of articulation just like the figures. It still has that UPC symbol up there, and it says Masterverse. It's got the blue, it's got the fade just like the other boxes. It's for 6 and up. It's on Netflix. And Masters of the Universe Revelation Battle Cat, and it is a deluxe detail sculpt articulation. So there you go. It's a deluxe figure from Mattel. So I don't yet have my complete backdrop for my studio, so I'm kind of doing this makeshift thing. So when I pull out, you're kind of seeing the sides of it even. But look here again, this artwork. I mean, look at these like pterodactyl-looking creatures, this moon, these planets, and there's Battle Cat, man. He looks so fabulous. This artwork has been absolutely amazing with all of these figures. So Battle Cat is no different, and the colors just pop. Those greens, those yellows, that red. An amazing artwork. Here's the other side of the box where it says Battle Cat Fighting Tiger. I love that. Battle Cat Fighting Tiger. Here is the back of the box, and man, if this doesn't make you just want to keep this box together, I don't know what. I mean, if I just didn't really want to display this thing, I'd have to say that, man, I would just want to keep this. This is the kind of thing that this kind of artwork you want to frame. I mean, look at He-Man. Look at this detail on this artwork. I got to look up who did this artwork because this is just fantastic. You got Castle Grayskull back there. You got Zoar, the Falcon up there, and she's looking great. You got He-Man here riding Battle Cat into battle. It's amazing. Then of course down here at the bottom, it's got the different figures. Down here they actually do include Skelegod, which is nice. He-Man, of course, Mossman, Skeletor, and Evil Lyn. And we've reviewed all of those except for Mossman. I'm not sure yet that I'm going to get Mossman. Mossman is never really a figure that I was like really super into, but we shall see. Over here at the side, it's got the Mattel logo and the empowering the next generation through play. And then of course there's the recycle information. Now over here, it's got his bio, and then also something down here. It's got a picture of him where it shows if you remove the mask and the saddle, you get Cringer. And you know, we used to play that when we were kids with the old figure, but this is kind of cool because it actually looks, you know, more like Cringer this time and looks like Cringer from the cartoon. So that's very cool. And I love the fact that they actually point that out, that you can remove the mask and he's Cringer, because in the cartoon that they just put out for this, there's not a real size difference. I mean, a little bit, but you know, it's not really noted as much. Up here it says Battle Cat fighting Tiger with an exclamation point. The cowardly green and yellow talking tiger Cringer wishes for nothing more than to peacefully relax by Prince Adam's side. But when Adam raises his power sword and summons the power of Grayskull, Cringer sheds, try to say that together, Cringer sheds his whimpering nature and transforms into the mighty Battle Cat, ferocious fighting steed and loyal best friend of the mighty He-Man. And there they are, folks. All right, let's go ahead and open up this box and get to the goodness inside. So there you go again. It has that stone background, and this is an even bigger one. And so I think that this is pretty cool that you could use this as a background for your figures and doing a diorama of some kind. And I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do, but I just had to get to it. So I'm gonna save this piece. All right, here's Battle Cat in his plastic. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at how he's in here and how you can get him out safely. He doesn't seem to have any pieces that are protruding through to the other side of the plastic, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. It looks like he's just held in here with a couple of bands, 1, 2, and 3. A little one over there by his foot and another foot, and so yeah, he's held by the feet and there. So let's go ahead and get him out now. All right, here is the figure. He's all out of the package, and you know, it's a little different when you're used to just regular action figures, trying to stand them up and everything, and to see how articulation goes and whatnot, and how you're gonna, you know, pose this figure and whatnot. But he looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at his sculpting. First of all, I guess we'll look at this saddle. The saddle looks pretty good. It's all a rubber. It's not hard plastic like the old school figures were. So it's very bendable, very pliable. I like that. It's held on here with some straps, as you can see, and you just pull those through, and you know, you can pull it tighter or looser depending upon what you want to do. You see the helmet here is also soft. We'll take this off in a minute and look at this, but this is a little harder than the saddle as far as it's the way that it looks, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, and this just kind of pops on and pops off just like that. So you can see here the inside, it's got, you know, that, and it uses these eyes. So these eyes are actually part of it. It's not the eyes of the actual figure. So it just pops on like that. And so that sculpting is pretty good. All that looks pretty nice. Let's go ahead to look at the articulation and the sculpting. We're gonna have to go ahead and take this off. So I'll go ahead and take that off now. All right, here he is. Let's go ahead and take a look at his sculpting. As you can see here, the sculpting on here, I mean, it's basically just sculpted to be, you know, like fur, you know, just a basic fur. The face is very well done. I really like the face and the colors, and the paint is really, really nice on here. And that's what a lot of this texture is just, you know, the paint, really. But that looks really cool. And the mouth opens here. You got some great sculpting in there with the teeth and everything. Here you can see the body is pretty much just, you know, segmented for posability. Here's the tail. It's kind of a softer piece of plastic, but you don't want to bend it too much because it will break. It does spin around there, but it looks pretty good. Down here you see the paws. The paws look absolutely fantastic with the claws, and I love the fact that it has pads on the bottom. Those just look really, really great. Let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. All right, so you have to bear with me because, or tiger with me. That's a really horrible joke, I know. Because this isn't the typical action figure, you know, articulation. So we're gonna discover stuff together. So let's go from the head, shall we? His head goes back and forth a little bit like this. It will, I don't wanna break it. So he will spin all the way around like that. So you can go like that. It will go back and forth. So you can move it a little bit back and forth. That's pretty cool. I already showed you how the mouth opens, but then he's got this second segment here that kind of goes up and down, right? So that's your up and down right there, you know? So the front part is the back and forth, then you got up and down. Then you got the paws, or excuse me, the legs, I should say, that come out a little bit like that. And then, you know, they go around. Wouldn't go too much further past that, but really, I mean, like, why would you need to? So that's got that. He has a bending elbow right there. And it will go around there at the elbow. It's kind of almost like a shin rotation there. And then, of course, we got the paw itself. The paw itself goes up and down like so. And we'll kind of go around a little bit. It goes up and down pretty well, and then it will spin around just like that. And then the other leg does the exact same thing. Yeah, you know, you can get a little bit of up and down on there. It spins around, obviously, just like that. And yeah, so there's that. And then, of course, here's the middle part where I love this because you get a lot of articulation here. This goes around a little bit. It doesn't go around all the way, but it does allow for some great poses, I think, some great tiger poses, you know, where their lengthy body just kind of, you know, contorts in different ways. It does go around here at, I guess, what would be the waist. And you can see here the bottom of it where it goes in segments. So it does give you some good playability and some good, you know, direction of different ways that you can pose Battle Cat here. And of course, there's his neck. You can see all that, and it looks really good. This leg goes up and down. It goes back a little bit further than the other ones, like that. Will come out a little bit. He does have a knee swivel right there, and of course a bend there at the knee. And then he has, again, what is basically a shin swivel, and the foot goes up and down and around. And so, yeah, so you get a lot of articulation there. You can do a lot of really cool things. Just got to make sure that segment is in the right position so that you can get him to stand up correctly. Here is his tail. Whoops. Here's his tail. It goes up and down like that and all the way around. So there you go. Great articulation on this figure, I gotta say, and you can pose him in a lot of fierce ways. Yes! Here is He-Man actually on Battle Cat. As you can see here, you gotta stretch out his legs a little bit more, you know, to get him on there. You know, and it takes some doing a little bit, but because it's nice though, because of the rubber of that, it's a little easier to keep him on there. It's not a hard plastic, so that's good. And you can see here, I mean, he looks really good displayed on Battle Cat. And of course, I'll play with it a little bit more once I put him in his final, you know, positioning on my shelf. But I mean, just even that looks pretty good and iconic, I would say. Now, I'm going to compare him to a couple of other Battle Cats. This is not the original Battle Cat. This is the one from the series that just came out. I'm actually going to open this guy up with the He-Man that comes in this series. But you can see even there how much larger this Battle Cat is compared to even the one that just came out. You know, this one's more relative in size to the original, but man, look at that, and look at this artwork. All Masters of the Universe artwork just seems to be fantastic. But you can see here the size difference. There is a color difference. You know, some of the older ones is just brighter red. This is more of a muted red. But I do like this this new one for sure. And here is your original Battle Cat. This is what the figure looked like back in the day. It's got the hard harness here for the saddle. And yeah, I'm gonna bring out He-Man here. This is what the new He-Man looks like on top of the old Battle Cat. And I always thought the old Battle Cat was a pretty good, sizable figure, but my goodness. You know, there was an old bouncy Battle Cat that came on springs. And this looks like an adult. He-Man looks like an adult sitting on top of the old bouncy Battle Cat there. I always like the colors of Battle Cat. You know, this Battle Cat actually was a reissue of an old toy. You can see here, this toy was actually the Big Jim Tiger. From back in the day, there was a toy line called Big Jim, and this was the actual Tiger. This is also the same mold exactly for Panther. They just, you know, put some purple felt on him. You know, they made a black cast and put some purple felt on him. And so, yeah, but we used to, this harness down here, used to give me such a pain. It was such a pain in the butt to deal with as a kid, you know, because I want to take this off and make him cringer, and then you'd say, you know, by the power of Grayskull, and zzz, you know, you turn into Battle Cat. But yeah, I would just usually take the helmet off. If I could avoid taking the harness off, I would. But you know, I would do what I could so that I could make him into Cringer. And so he looks a lot like that reissue back there, as you can see here, but he's just hard plastic. He didn't move at all, no articulation whatsoever. And when you put him next to this new Battle Cat, oh my goodness, look at the difference there. I mean, such a difference. He could almost be Cringer to this new Battle Cat. But so there is your comparison. All right, that is my review of Battle Cat from Mattel, from Masters of the Universe Revelation on Netflix. What did you think of this review? Did you like the review? Were you excited about the review? Were you disappointed with my review and you're like, Enosh, you suck? Either way, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love for you to leave a message. I'd love for you to leave a comment down in the comment section. And not just in the comment section here, but follow us on social media so that we can continue the conversation long after this video is done. All right, show me your collection. Show me the things that you like to collect. Show me the way that you display them. I would love to see your displays and your dioramas and all that cool stuff, all right? And also look forward to very soon, we are going to be having a very special show made up of people who a lot of you know, who are collectors and things. We're going to talk about the things that we love, what's our motivation for collecting, what's our inspiration, and so stay tuned for that. Thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to all of our members at the channel. We appreciate you guys so very much. You guys keep the lights on around here. Without you, it would be pretty dark. And we appreciate you guys, as well as everyone, obviously, who gives super chats when we go live. Thank you for all your support. It means the world to us. All right, guys. And of course, just thank you to everyone who watches. We appreciate all of you. You know, without you, we got nothing to do. So there you go. Guys, until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, saying I will see you in the toy aisle. Now, I need to go pump you up. Till next time.